Jays fans, what did I say yesterday about that abysmal performance by Roark and the Jays? I said countless times, not a game I'm worried about. Not a game I'm really looking too much into. You move on to the next one. And it seems like the players did that as well, because the Jays went out there today and beat up the New York Yankees 14-1 at Salem Field, and it was an ugly performance by the Yankees. Defense, pitching, offense, awful for the New York Yankees, and the Blue Jays capitalized on just about every single mistake the Yankees made. Their pitching staff looked great. A.J. Cole had an incredibly huge inning there. I think it was the fifth inning, if I'm not mistaken, where he pitched. The fifth inning. An incredible job by him. And really, the Blue Jays offense carried it, and you saw a lot of great performances with the bat. We're going to get to all of this in a second here, all right? Let's start off right in the first inning, because as we saw in yesterday's game, and I said it right in the video last night, you're down 2-0 against Garrett Cole before you even got to the plate, because Tanner Roark gave up 2 runs in the first inning. Robbie Ray, in the first inning, puts up a 0, allows the Jays to come up to bat, and what happens? Good things happen when you put up zeros. Biggio leads off the game with a walk. Was it a borderline pitch? Yeah, it was, but Gary Sanchez is not a very good catcher. I've seen enough today to tell me that he should not be catching for that team. He is not a very good defensive catcher whatsoever, and his offense hasn't been good this year, so why the heck are they even bothering? He's been a liability for that team this season, and because he moves his glove too much. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Then Bichette strikes out, but then Teoscar Hernandez singles to center field, but it looked like it was going to be either a double play or a force out at second base, but it hits the lip of the grass, and it kicks up over DJ LeMahieu, so it's a single for Hernandez. Biggio moves up, second and third now with 1 away. Then Grichuk strikes out, and we're like, now there's 2 away. But then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. off the end of the bat stays in the big part of the field, puts it right back up where it came from, up the middle for a base hit. Biggio comes across to score, and the Blue Jays are up 1-0. Good things going there. And then, as I mentioned, many mistakes happening on this play. On a pickoff attempt to first, if I'm not mistaken, it went right off the glove of Luke Voit. I mean, it was right at him. Wasn't a bad throw from Tanaka. I mean, it's incredible to watch that team, to watch Luke Voit have the ball go right off the end of his glove, and the run comes in to score as Hernandez comes across. The Blue Jays now up 2-0. Or was that play or was that a different play? I can't remember. No matter what, that play did happen in the game. And Guerrero went to third base on the play. No, so that was the throw from Gary Sanchez, excuse me. And I don't know why. Again, Gary Sanchez, why are you trying to throw out Vladdy at first? You have 2 strikes on the batter. You got 2 out. And you have a guy at third. Why are you trying to pick up a guy off at first base? The ball goes wide. Obviously, Vladdy ends up at third. And then we score a run to make it 2-0. It was a terrible play. 2 terrible plays from Gary Sanchez. Then he has a catcher's interference play later on in the game, leading to, I think it was that onslaught of runs the Jays had. So he had a terrible game. He was trying to frame pitches. He's not a very good framer. You saw that today. And he couldn't hit anything with the bat. He was a liability, was Gary Sanchez out there for the Yankees today. And that's only 2-0. Then the top of the second inning on a pass ball from Danny Jansen, Luke Voit comes in to score and making a 2-1 game at the top of the second. But in the bottom of the third inning with Randall Grichuk on, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. absolutely pulverizes a ball down the third base line. 114 miles an hour off the bat. People want to continue to rip him. I talked about him yesterday. And look, this is what he repays us with, guys. An RBI double there, getting that run right back. It's now 3-1 Jays lead, just what you like to see. Then we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Danny Jansen comes up, having already doubled one in his first at bat. Gets a pitch up in the zone from Tanaka and crushes it deep to left field, and it's gone for Jansen. He's 2 for 2 off Tanaka. His 5th home run of the year was on the first pitch of the at-bat, and the Jays are now up 4-1. Good stuff. Keep piling on here. And the Jays were not done there in the 4th. All right? Biggio hits an infield single to first base. Great job there. Where are we here? And then the pickoff attempt goes right off his glove. Biggio ends up going to second base, but Voit throws it to second, and Gleyber Torres just drops it. He would have had him at second, but he just drops the ball. Let's keep going here. Then Bichette walks. They get 2 on. Then Hernandez grounds into a fielder's choice, but a great job by Hernandez running out of the box. Beats out the double play, throwing to first. Great job there. What does that do? It keeps the inning alive. Then Grichuk singles to left field. In comes Kevin Biggio. And then Vladdy grounds out. But that play by Hernandez, usually you see guys jog it out, then it's double play, inning over. But he runs it. He beats the throw. And next batter gets an RBI single. Big time play for Teoscar Hernandez. Not going to be talked about at all, but it's a big thing there. Now the Jays are up 5-1. Meantime, Robbie Ray battling with his command, as we all know he does, but has the swing and miss and did a great job through 4 innings, finding a way. Then in the 5th inning, he goes out there. They try and push him a little bit there. He gives up the leadoff base runner, and then I think it was LeMahieu singled. Now there's 2 on, nobody out. We're like, okay, we need to figure something out here. They bring in A.J. Cole. Then he walks Aaron Judge, and we're like, the bases are loaded, nobody out for Giancarlo Stanton, Luke Voit, and Gleyber Torres. The tying run is now at the plate. This is not what you want to do after you got a 5-1 lead. But then A.J. Cole goes out there and strikes out Giancarlo Stanton, gets Luke Voit to pop out to Kevin Biggio, then gets Gleyber Torres to fly out to Teoscar Hernandez to end the inning. No runs come across. Absolutely enormous inning for A.J. Cole. And ladies and gentlemen, what do I always say? Well, you usually get one opportunity to kind of blow open a game or get back in a game, and if that doesn't happen, usually it falls apart. The Yankees had that inning right there to get back in that game from a 5-1 deficit. They had a chance to come back. We go to the next half inning, the bottom of the 5th. And are you guys ready for this? They bring in Luis Cessa to come in after, Tanaka gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. The Jays did a great job against him. He wasn't as good. The defense didn't help him, and his pitches were not the greatest in this game. The Jays weren't chasing as much as they were in previous outings. They did a great job adjusting in this game. They bring in Cessa. Lourdes Gurriel singles to center field. Then Shaw strikes out. Then Panic strikes out. And we're like, damn, now there's 2 out. Then Jansen singles to center. Oh, no, excuse me. It wasn't the 5th inning where everything, all the good stuff happened. No, it was in the 6th inning, excuse me. They bring in Ross Stripling to come in. It's a 5-1 game. We're still like, Stripling, he's kind of struggled in his outings as a Blue Jay. And he comes out in the 6th, 3 up, 3 down. Hicks or Urshela Sanchez, the bottom, third of the lineup, other than the number 9, Clint Frazier, who's really not a number 9 hitter. Then we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and this is where things get fun. All right, Bo Bichette, it's an infield single to second base. Okay, then on catcher's interference, Teoscar Hernandez, ends up at second base, ends up at first base. Bichette ends up at second. And the crazy thing about that play, Bichette it was a strike him out, throw him out. It would have been a 2 out, nobody on. But catcher's interference, so he's safe, and the play's dead. So both players are safe. First and second now, nobody out. Incredible. The Yankees played a horrendous game. But with that being said, the Blue Jays made them pay for almost every single mistake they made in the game today. Next up, Grichuk walks on 4 pitches. Now the bases are loaded, nobody out. Where he could have gone, a guy at first with 2 out. The bases are loaded and no one are out. And the Jays come clutch. Vladdy hits a ground ball to third. But it was a great break by, Bo Bichette. Because he was a bouncer, so he was able to come home in the play. They get the out at third, but it's now a Jays 6-1 lead. All right, good stuff. Then Lourdes Gurriel Jr. singles to left field. In comes Grichuk. He scores. Vladdy up to second. First and second, 1 out. Now it's a 7-1 Jays lead. All right. Oh, no, it wasn't Vladdy. Yes. No. So, yeah. Vladdy goes to third in the play. Gurriel to second. And then they bring in Tyler Lyons? Anyways, Lyons comes in to pitch. Then Shaw singles to right field. 1 run comes in. It's now an 8-1 Jays lead. All right, let's keep it going here, fellas. Then Joe Panic walks, moves up to second base on the plate as Travis Shaw. The bases are now loaded yet again. Then Danny Jansen was hit in the foot. Run comes in. It's a 9-1 game. Then Kevin Biggio doubles to right field. Shaw comes in. Panic comes in. I think it's an 11-1 game at this point. I could be wrong. My math is always terrible. But I think it's 11-1 game. Then Bo Bichette doubles to center field. Jansen and Biggio come in to score. It's a 13-1 Jays lead. An 8-run inning. And it all starts with, it was a base hit to start the inning, an infield single, and then a catcher's interference that would have been a strike him out, throw him out. So an incredible turn of events, but like I said, the Blue Jays made the Yankees pay for every single mistake they made. Then we go into the top of the ninth, bottom of the 8th inning, and they bring in Eric Kratz to pitch, and Jansen hits another home run, his second home run of the game. He was 4 for 4 with a hit by pitch. He had a heck of a day at the plate. He saw Alejandro Kirk coming up here, and he's like, oh, no, I'm not losing my job. Here's a 4 for 4 game. Okay. You love to see the type of battles from two good offensive catchers. Finally seeing Danny Jansen get some good hits. You love to see it. And what's going to go really unnoticed in a game like this is Ross Stripling. I understand people like, well, big lead, this and that. I understand that. I do. But the way this team, this bullpen has been used and abused all year long, and every time you've tried to have a laugher like this, you have some hiccups happen. Like Wilmer Font. I mean, the Yankees series, the first game of the series, you were up, 11-1? And you're like, oh, we'll put a Wilmer Font. He gives up 4 runs. We're like, great, now we got to go to another guy in the bullpen to clean this mess up. But Ross Stripling went out there today and was absolutely stellar. We'll get to those stats in a second here. Let's get to all the Blue Jays numbers because it's already 11 minutes deep in the video. Now let's get through these, okay? Kevin Biggio, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk. Great day to play for Kevin Biggio. Bo Bichette, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, a run scored for him, and he walked twice. His first 2 walks since coming off the injured list. So a great job for Bo Bichette, only his 5th walk of the year. He's now hitting 306, so it's good to see him back above that 300 mark. Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 4 with a run scored the game today. Good job for Teo. Where are we? Randall Grichuk, 1 for 4, had the RBI, and 2 runs scored in the game. He also walked 1, so a good job by Grichuk. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., again, has been hitting really well over the last 3 games, people. 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. He's now hitting 254 on the season, the 326 on base percentage, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. having the 0 for 5 game yesterday, goes 3 for 5 in the game today with a run scored and an RBI. Good to see Lourdes get back into the hits column. Travis Shaw went 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. He also struck out 3 times. Joe Panik went 0 for 4 in the game, but walked and came around to score. And Danny Jansen, the player of the game in this one, 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored for Danny. And he also gets hit by a pitch. At batting average, ladies and gentlemen, going into the game today was hitting 160 with the 4 for 4 game. He's hitting 191 on the year with a 323 on base. Still not great, but again, a 4 for 4 game, he's doing it at the right time. So a great job by Danny Jansen today. And Robbie Ray, as I mentioned, struggled with his command as always, but found a way to give the Jays 4 good innings. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't an earned run because of the pass ball. 5 strikeouts, and he walked 4. As we expected, 4 walks, not great. But 5 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 1 unearned run in 4 innings. Yes, please. Great job by Robbie Ray in this one. And as I mentioned, A.J. Cole went an inning, no hits, 1 walk, was the judge to load the bases, had a strikeout of Stanton, who had 3 Ks in the game, picks up the victory. He's 3-0 on the year, and a great job by A.J. Cole going out there and doing a job. And as I mentioned, he picks up the save because he went 3 or more innings. Ross Stripling pitched very well, and I understand, again, guys, I understand it was late innings, blah, 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 but he allowed the bullpen to stay down. You didn't have to pitch Dolis. You didn't have to pitch an Anthony Bass, Baraki, Hatch. I think Hatch pitched yesterday, but you didn't have to pitch any other guys. Just Stripling, Cole, and Robbie Ray. You love to see it. He went 4 innings, 1 hit, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 3. Solid, and I think he only pitched 50 pitches? Where is he here? 48 pitches through 4 innings. So he was efficient at that as well. So a great job by Ross Stripling going out there and doing a job for the Blue Jays when he needed to in this game. As much as it wasn't a high leverage game, he went out there and did his job out there today. So a great job there. And Blue Jay fans, with the Seattle Mariners winning and the Angels winning today, the magic number, obviously, we could have clinched today if both those teams lost, but they both won. The magic number is 1. The Blue Jays play the finale of this 4-game set against the Yankees tomorrow evening, 6:37 first pitch at Salem Field. Jordan Montgomery on the mound for the Yankees, and Blue Jays ace Hyun Jin Ryu on the mound for the Jays tomorrow evening in the finale of this series. And if the and with the Angels and Mariners not playing tomorrow, it didn't really matter anyways, but if the Blue Jays win tomorrow, they will have punched their ticket to the 2020 MLB playoffs. As much as they're only 2 games over 500, I could care less. I could care about the expanded playoffs. They play meaningful baseball in September, and if they're playing come October, that is what we all care about. And that's probably what we're going to see. And I'd love it to happen tomorrow. You win 3 of 4 against the Yankees, because we all know the Yankees might have to play the Twins, and you've heard the numbers about the Yankees on the road and the Twins at home and all that stuff. So the Jays could play not only a spoiler, because the Yankees now cannot catch Tampa Bay Rays for first in the American League East officially. You could also hurt them, because did the Twins win today? They are beating the Tigers right now. And that's, if you're looking at it from that standpoint, you want the Yankees to be out, and you're looking at numbers and how they're doing on the road and home and whatnot, you're looking at the Twins and being like, hey, now that the Tigers are mathematically eliminated, so be it. Let's see the Twins win. And they're winning right now 7-3 going into the 9th inning. So, Jays fans, the finale tomorrow. I can't wait. Ryu, Montgomery, the Jays looking to punch their ticket to the 2020 playoffs. Can't wait. Tomorrow evening is the first pitch, all right? So, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack that like button to appreciate that. I told you so. I'm sorry for saying that, but I heard a lot of people, not just in the comments, but all over social media, just saying, oh, this team's so bad. Oh, this team's so bad. They're terrible. They're not going to make the playoffs. Blah, blah. All this mumbo-jumbo after yesterday's game, and I'm like, did you see the starting pitching matchup? Did you expect to win? No. Whether it's 1-0 or it's 12-1, it doesn't matter. And the Jays went out there today, clearly being the confident young team that they are, and they crushed them 14-1 and beat up on Masahiro Tanaka. Great job by the Blue Jays, bouncing back. Now they have a chance to not only win the series, but go to the playoffs. All right, so guys, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. MVP from today's game. Let me know. Would you give it to AJ Cole? Would you give it to Danny Jansen? Would you give it to anybody else? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Go crazy. Twitter is down below for myself as well. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description below. If you've not followed the Instagram page already, please go do so. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, in the finale of the series tomorrow for the New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays. Jordan Montgomery, Hyun Jin Ryu is the pitching matchup there tomorrow evening, 6:37 first pitch at Salem Field, as the Blue Jays look to punch their ticket to the MLB playoffs. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.